OnePlus has launched the OnePlus 11 and the OnePlus Pad. Both are very powerful devices on their own. The OnePlus Pad, a feature-packed Android tablet, and of course the OnePlus 11 and feature-packed Android device. Both great solutions, great offerings from OnePlus, but we finally are able to use all of those functionalities that we heard about at the launch event of the OnePlus Pad. And that's the ability of integrating functions between the OnePlus 11 and the OnePlus Pad on the go, making this truly a connected tablet on the go that you always have access to the internet, the ability of sharing content between your tablet and your phone, and so much more. This is TK, and today we're going to check out those really cool features that you can do when you have them together, because you're always better together. Let's check them out. Like and subscribe, and make sure you hit that bell icon so that you're always notified to whenever we have new videos on the channel. Here we have it, both the OnePlus Pad and the OnePlus 11. One thing to mention is you do need both of these devices for the functionalities to work. So if you've had the OnePlus 11 and you've been thinking about getting a tablet, this is also going to be a good solution for you down the road. Both of them need to be updated to the latest software patch update as of June, and as far as I remember, there's one more here coming in July. Once you have both of those updates done, make sure you're logged into the same OnePlus account on both devices. That's also another crucial part that we need to make sure that it runs there. Once you have that configured and you're pretty much set to go, we'll go ahead and put the pen on the side and we're going to open up the tablet. The main thing, again, make sure that we're both running the latest version. This is the current version, the latest version available of OxygenOS update here, as well as here with the tablet UI that we have. Other than that, both of them are running OxygenOS 13.1. Again, 8 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of internal storage, depending on the configuration that you have. And of course, 16 gigs with 256. That's not going to really impact too much the solution. The biggest thing I will say, obviously, is the large battery capacity, the Dimensity 9000 here, and the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 performance here on the OnePlus 11. And on both the tablet and on the phone, there's an option here that says screen sharing. I'm going to go ahead and just open it up. We're not going to actually do anything other than just turning it on. Once you have that configured, again, you're logged into the same OnePlus account between both. You'll notice that you'll connect them directly to each other. And once you do that once, it automatically reconnects when you turn on the tablet. So even if my phone is locked, so let's go ahead and turn off the phone, it still says connected. It doesn't actually lose the connection directly with each other. And this is using a tablet connection option that basically runs multiple functions from our phone to our tablet. Namely, the auto reconnection is really nice, the ability of reconnecting it, and of course you can connect it to other devices. Screen mirroring is one of the best functions that we have in here, the ability of representing our phone straight on here. And by doing so, all I have to do is go ahead and turn it on right there. It's going to go ahead and request the permission. That one does require us to turn on the display, and we'll go ahead and hit start now. Once I do that, it'll automatically start mirroring here. I'll go ahead and reduce it right there. And from there, I'm able to actually control my phone as if I'm actually holding it. Or of course, I can do the exact same configuration on both sides. Going to home, bringing it down, that gets really, really nice. If I want to minimize it, I just hit the nice little minimize option. It sits in there. If I want to shut it off, I'll just turn it off. It stays connected. That's the other key thing. Now, as you can see here, we're not connected to Wi-Fi on either devices. It's sharing the 5G connectivity directly over. What I will say though is that your Wi-Fi does need to be turned on here directly, as well as turned on the tablet itself. Even though we're not connected it, you'll see that there is no Wi-Fi signal. It still gives us the ability of basically launching, opening up articles, jumping into it. And obviously this is going to depend on how your Wi-Fi connectivity is running. I was testing this out yesterday while I was waiting for my son, and of course this works absolutely beautiful. Sitting in the car, waiting in there, you take up the tablet and start using it. Don't even have to worry about turning on your phone display, and you're ready to go. You do need to turn on the display if you want to do screen mirroring, but otherwise it actually runs very, very nicely. I think that's some of the main benefits that we get in here. The other thing that we also have the ability of doing here, which is really, really nice, and that's the ability of doing content sync. So we have synced Clipboard, synced media as well. We also have the ability of doing app relay, which really runs very nicely. And of course, communication sharing, mobile data sharing, which is what we're using, call sharing, and messaging sharing, which enables us to actually use the messaging app that we have in here to be able to actually send and receive messages directly to our device. This is my Motorola Edge 2021, so I'm going to go ahead and say yo, yo, yo. I'm going to send that message. I'm going to actually turn off the display here so we can do that here. I'm going to send it out, and it's going to actually come over and pop up as a message right there, yo, 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 and it just jumped over on my device. And it's really, really nice. I'm just going to say what and just send that back. And as you see there, it came back, and it's really, really nice. Very simple, very easy. And it's running straight off the connection on the phone. There is no SIM card option for the tablet. It's not using anything specific of that. Now, what I also like about this is the ability of using, let's say, Clipboard sync, which is definitely very, very nice. So let's go ahead and open it up here. Here's the same conversation that we have at the top. My name is TK. And I'm going to actually go ahead and just say, highlight it, and I'm going to say copy. Now you notice right there, hello, my name is TK showing up there, and it shows up on this side. I'm able to actually copy paste the same thing. And if I change it here and just go over and just say Tarek, so it'll show the full name, not the actual initials. I'll go ahead and say Ka, and I'll say ahead and copy. Bam, it actually shows it here. I'll go ahead and highlight, delete, paste. It sits there. So again, very simple, very easy. And one of the other things that I really like about it, let's go ahead and I'll launch YouTube Music. You notice that once I open up YouTube Music, it shows up as an app that I'm actually able to use. So if I launch it in here, it's going to minimize here, do screencasting from my phone over, and now I'm also able to use the application as if I'm using it directly on my phone. It does still allow me to use the phone the way I want to use it, and of course still share my screen directly with it. So it runs really nicely, and it's one of those nice functionality. When you're done with it, you can just go ahead and minimize it, and it works on certain applications, not on everything, but it's definitely a really nice functional option. So the next thing we're going to go ahead and try is the dialer itself. Go ahead and say 611. This is just customer service. It's going to turn on the dialer customer service option in here, but it's paired directly in here. It's actually running straight off of the tablet itself. We can go ahead and just hang it up there. We don't have to necessarily keep it turned on. The biggest thing I'll probably say is the synchronization between the two is almost instantaneous. When you shut off the display, everything goes back to normal and you're ready to go. When you need to use them, you just turn it on. You notice it's actually running in the background. You can just basically pop it up into tablet mode. You want to use it in this format. You want to use it by itself. It's going to work just as good. And then by unlocking your device, you're directly connected. It still runs in the background and everything runs beautifully. Now, one of the really cool things that I loved about this is the ability of being able to actually open up and use content straight from my phone. So we'll go ahead and basically say I took this picture and I'm going to go ahead and press and hold it. You notice how the icon changes on here and it looks a little bit more of a picture. So I can bring it over here, open it up, and now I can actually open up and see the picture. Now I've transferred this before, but just to kind of show you guys an example what it looks like, we're able to actually go in, open up the actual image, that's content syncing between the two, and of course we're able to edit it, and if I want to I can bring it back into the actual device. Okay, so we went ahead and opened it up. I'm just going to say markup. I'm going to say here, we'll just say markup in here. We're going to say TK, we're just going to here, TK. And then from there, I'm just going to go ahead and save it. And now this picture is different than what we had originally on this device. So let's go ahead and open it up here. I'm going to go ahead and click here and press and hold. Now it becomes an image. I'm able to see copy to phone. I'm going to transfer it over here. Now I'm going to go ahead and unlock my phone, say view, and of course to open it up. And now the beautiful thing about it is this actually becomes something I can do back and forth. Start a document here, save it, transfer it over, finish editing here and transfer it back to my phone, or even send it straight off the tablet, as again, it's sharing the internet connection and you're getting the full benefit of the 5G connectivity on the OnePlus 11. On top of the fact that the tablet is again very well feature packed, as well as the OnePlus 11. The interconnectivity between the two devices was the most exciting part and the most anticipated part that I've been waiting for since the launch event. We had some functional options available initially, but now they're finally fully featured and they're ready to go. Again, the OnePlus Pad and the OnePlus 11 work great. This should work on any OnePlus 11 or OnePlus device that gets updated to Android 13.1 with this, the supported features in here. So I'm not necessarily 100% sure what devices this is going to be compatible with outside of the 11, but currently the 11 is the only one that's advertised to work with it. But more than likely, we may be able to see this in the future with other devices. Of course, make sure to check with OnePlus either directly on their socials or their main site for more information. Let me know in the comments below, are you as excited as I am about the intercompatibility or inner functionalities that we now have between the OnePlus 11 and the OnePlus Pad? I'll see you in the next video.